Hello everyone. We have our news for the week, so let's go through everything. Maintenance is the usual time. No surprises there. We're getting 2 Neovisions on a banner and 1 free. So we're getting login shards for the 2 from the banner. That's Leftia and Haveh. So we got exchange shop, usual stuff there for them. We are getting new heroic quests. So that's going to be how we're getting our free Neovision, which is Roonda. Pretty much a super limit burst physical tank. We can look at the stats from JP. So super is a heavy shield, 200 defense, 80 spirit. Tank units only get to activate the reduced damage by all allies at the beginning of the battle. And the other thing is 20% evasion and 20% chance to be targeted. So overall for a tank, very nice heavy shield. And then regular trust is provoke 2, which is just provoke and mitigation for self, tank and magic tank only there. And a couple of the items we're getting, so we're getting Roonda's arm, 40 defense and spirit, and increase the chance of being targeted by 80%. Unit can equip swords and daggers, and normal attack hits twice. So overall, not bad. Only downside is Roonda only for at least the draw attacks, if not all of that. But definitely a handy little accessory. At least I think that's an accessory. Tyvus's Gauntlet, Blink is another one. So 60 attack, not bad there. Tyvus only gets to deal fixed fire damage to all enemies at the start of the fight, so preemptive attack. Depending on how strong that is, it can be useful. You can just have him do that for some farming stuff and not have to actually do stuff. And also 25% LB damage on it, which that's pretty nice too. Black Ribbon Charm, 30 magic and spirit, and ribbon effect. So that's nice. That's like the mana ribbon that we got. And Have's coat, 30 attack and magic, and 10% to all elemental resists. Not bad for a lesser item. I mean, if that's an actual chest piece though, probably won't get used much. Accessory, maybe. But unfortunately, without the icons, I'm not sure what slots these are for. The gauntlet, I'm assuming, is an accessory. The charm, assuming an accessory, but I mean, it could be a hat. We'll see, but decent new stuff getting added there. Dark Visions is coming, so we're getting the usual Dark Vision tickets and everything that we always get. So the pool this time, Neovisions, Pure-Hearted Vivi, who's pretty fun to use with Steiner and Reflecting. Yigni, not used as much at the moment, but still decent in Clash. Guardian Blade Charlotte is fun, and Sage of Thunder Sakura is a really good lightning support. The 5-star pool, a little less impressive. Lunith, steal a buff from, same thing from Eileen. Cleom is budget Sephiroth. Red hasn't been used that much. Warrior of Dawn Galoof, I guess, got his upgrades, and his shift form is not bad on the damage. Daisy's a solid tank at least, too. Machina, I mean, the super limit burst is decent for burst, but he's kind of fallen a little bit behind. But the Neovision choices there are pretty good. So with the new units come new vision cards. So first up, from Leftia, thank you Tyvus, maxed out 800 health and 80 defense and spirit. 10% mana regen per turn, reduce mana used by 10%, and then Fire, Ice, Earth, Dark resist 20% for Brave Exvius only units. And Haveh gets Meeting with a Girl. Attack and Magic at 60, which is low, but it has a bunch of killers, which is nice. And the killers don't seem to be locked to anything. So we get Physical and Magic, Plant Killer at 50%, Reaper Killer at 50%, and Machine Killer at 50%. So the 50% killers that aren't locked to anything are really nice. Make up a little bit for the attack and magic only being 60. And that's it for the new cards, it looks like. We are getting more of the story, means more lapis. Don't think there's anything special, just extra story there. And we get our Dark Visions information. So again, like last time, we get the EX Domain 1 and 2. And every 2 days, we get 2 of the areas unlocked. So, first day is going to be Physical Lightning and Light and Magic Fire and Wind. Then 2 days later, Magic Ice and Dark and Physical Water and Earth. And then the last 2 don't have anything listed there. One very nice thing, though, is we're getting new weapons. So we're getting an axe, a dagger, and a gun. Maxed out. Axe goes up to 266 attack. I'm kind of hoping that's a two-handed axe, but we'll see, because I'm not sure on this. 244 on the dagger, and the gun is 258. So we have some good gun and perils, and we got axe and perils recently. Dagger can be useful too. We've had some dagger and perils for a bit, but overall we haven't really used daggers for the big damage units. And I think that's mostly all the new information we get on the Dark Visions there. So yeah, the 3 new weapons coming. So we'll have some fun with that. And ranking rewards do include lapis as well. Although they're not being as generous as last time, where only rank 1 gets 50,000 lapis. But we'll see how good we can do. We're also getting a boss rush, essentially. So this has 3 bosses to fight. Machine Killer, Undead Killer, and Fire is what we want to use from the note here. And what we get from it is a staff, 135 Spirit, 30% Lightning Resist, and 4 LB crystals per turn. I mean, for the lightning resist and the crystals per turn if needed, not bad. Kind of low on the spirit to use it as like a damage. But resist on a spirit thing can be quite nice if all we need is the lightning resist. And then there's also a dagger, 134 attack and magic. Chance to inflict disease, I'm kind of hoping that's 100% chance. And it also has undead killer. So, physical and magic undead killer. So that's actually nice because of the killers, the disease chance, and the fact that it's got both attack and magic, and both physical and magic killer. And then our Season 4 units get extra bonus in the fight. And they give a little breakdown of possible ways to use the new units. Leftia, offensive supporter. Haveh, tank support. Offense, Tyvis, obviously. Tank, Roonda. Just recommendations, but we'll have some fun with this. Also seems to be a mystery crystal chance there. Still waiting for them to release the way to use those crystals. And we have the banner. So Roonda we're going to get from the quest, so he's free. So on the banner we have Leftia and Haveh. So they're doing the discounted thing. So we need 10 tickets for a pity, it looks like. Looks like about, what, 13,500 per lap. And you need 2.5 laps for a pity. So, Leftia, Super Trust, Clothing, 70 Magic and Spirit, Fill limit 4 crystals every turn, and fill rate 200%. And then regular trust is deal fire magic damage 3 times to one enemy. I believe this is just the fire version of Blue Wave. I'm not 100% sure though. Which would put it at a single cast equal to a triple bolting strike. We'll see when the data mine actually hits and I can see more than just text. And Haveh, so debuffer and buffer there. So Super Trust is an instrument, 180 attack and magic, 20% to all resists, and reduce mana consumed by 50%, and boost damage of certain abilities. And then his regular trust is just dark damage spell, Darka. So we can take a look at the units as they are on JP. Didn't see any notes saying global upgrades, but there's a possibility of changes, but I don't think it. Alright, so Roonda, the free unit. We already looked at the trust and everything. And he does have a vision card listed, just 10 health and mana. But pretty much just a physical tank. So Ice Wind and Dark resist, he can boost. He's got some Bolting Strike there, triple cast. His cover is 230 buff, mitigate general and physical by 50%. And it's 100% chance to proc, which is very nice. So he does get preemptive cover as well. Auto attack turns into a 3-hit physical hit with defense scaling that also restores mana. A way to restore mana without using resources is actually really nice. So that could be handy. Does get the upgraded shell and protect for the group. And his limit burst, so base is going to be 80% general mitigation, which is nice, 80% physical mitigation, and 10 limit crystals to everybody. And his super version is 85% on the mitigates, which is really nice, and 30 limit crystals to everybody. So I mean, he's a free tank. He's usable. He'll be able to tank pretty much most things. I don't think he'll have much of an issue. I mean, we do have better tanks, but again, he is a free unit. And next up, we have Leftia. So buffer healer for her. And she's similar to the fire shifted form of Cetra Aerith, really. So she gives out Machine Killer. She gives out buffs with Human and Machine Killer. Limit damage a little bit up. Adds fire, boosts fire damage. General healer stuff there. And then we have her limit. So base, 300% all stats, 200% limit damage, and 35% fire damage boost. And then her super version imbues fire as well. So it's 300% all stats. Limit damage goes up to 300%, which is really nice. 300 stats and LB damage altogether. Plus add fire and 45% fire physical. So comparable to fire form of Cetra Aerith, except for she's not premium, and super limit burst version. Overall, not bad. And then Haveh, so buffer and debuffer for him. So he does Human Killer. So you got a provoke in there. He's got a dispel everything, so remove all status effects from all units. So that's party and enemies. And then 80% break to all units and increase defense. So, I mean, if you have break resist on your own team, that's fine. Otherwise, you're breaking your offensive power. Kind of like the old CG Nicole. But unfortunately, it removes all statuses first, so you can't prevent it like CG Nicole. You have to cure it after. And then he can increase all ailment resist, stop charm resist, Plant and Reaper Killer, give back some mana. He's got Bolting Strike Chain. He can quad and triple cast. He's got 80% on-demand break for a single enemy. Auto attack also has a 75% break. He does do the preemptive 70% break to all enemies. He's got spells to add earth and dark to the team and boost damage a little bit. And also super limit burst unit. So his base is 87% all break for 3 turns. Decrease fire, ice, earth, and dark 130, 120 physical hit, and 2 evasion stacks. And then the super version, 87% all break, 135 on the imperil, 160 on the damage, and 3 mirage stacks. So we do have a bunch of breakers in global though, so he's not as strong as he was, I believe, in JP. He's usable, but with the units that we have, he's definitely not outperforming anybody. But again, he'll be able to be used on pretty much everything that we got. Now, as far as this banner goes, I'm going to be skipping the banner myself. Also have to keep in mind that close to these units in JP, Dark Rain came out. A premium unit, big damage dealer, magic based, I believe he was. And then we'll have to see, if they slip in some kind of global unit in between. But that's pretty much all the in-game news that we got. They haven't announced it yet, but there was also some other news that we got about losing Shally, which is a big loss for the game overall, I believe. For me, I'm assuming for some other people, she was pretty much the face of this game. Her videos for the monthly updates and hosting live streams, she always stood out. We saw a couple of other co-hosts with her here and there. Nobody ever seemed to bring the same energy that she brought. You could tell that she really enjoyed the game. She really cared about it and the players. She had a lot of fun with it. So I'm hoping that Gumi does something for her in the game, makes her a permanent part of the game. But very sad news there. We'll have to see what their announcement is. Obviously, they have to prepare stuff. But that's pretty much all the news that we got. So we're going to end this video here. Hope everybody enjoyed.